Okay, so this is going to be a real-time, start to finish, no cuts video about simply dumping the stuff in the bucket. Um, I'm going to put on some goggles. These are full eye protection, pretty much. They have a seal around the whole perimeter, the outside of the glasses. Respirator. It's going to be tough to understand me. Plus, I'm going to have the fan running, so it's going to get loud. My trusty Angry Banana for bag opening, and my trusty rigid mixer with a beat up 5-gallon bucket. So I'm going to start sounding a little bit like Darth Vader's cousin or brother. So there's one, there's two. I am your father. All right, so water's in the bucket, mixer's attached. We have power there, I'm pretty sure. Time to turn on the fan to carry the dust away. Okay, I'm going to put in a little bit of the bag if I can and make sure it's fully mixed. That's what it looks like. I'm going to go slow. Okay, I lied about what I'd said about changing the angles and stuff. Here's, you can see it looks like soup right now. So pretty thin. So just keep it here. The trick is, unless you have some place to set down the paddle, it's not hitting the paddle when you're dumping in the mix. But you can see how much powder comes out. It's like a volcano throwing up in your face. Okay, so now it's like gravy. You want to get out to the edges. You don't want pockets out here where it's like a clump of dried up mix. I'm going to add a little bit at a time here. I just dumped a bunch on the floor. And I want to make sure, we've had problems with dry pockets of mix. Tap that and elate it. It's looking pretty good. I do like the Schluter quality. Stretch my back for a second before I dump the rest of this in. I'll do just a little bit more. I'll go all the way down to the bottom. I'm going to go to the bottom and make sure that's getting mixed, and hopefully it'll pull down the new stuff. If you go up too high, you can maybe push dry chunks down, and that's problematic. All right, last bit in the bag. Yes, straighten my extras here. Set the bag aside. And then here I actually like to just kind of push it down a little bit. Yeah, we're at 6 quarts of water, and that hasn't seemed to be enough, so I'm going to throw a little bit more in. They say 6 to 7, and I kind of hold off on the water, but I think it's because maybe they want you to mix it near the top, depending on how much it needs. Whew. Okay, I think we're pretty close. I'm just going to resituate this. There's a little bit of bonus dust that missed the bucket going in. So, for what it's worth, I'll throw it in there, give it a quick blend. Okay, so I'm hoping the air is relatively safe to breathe. As you can see, it's mixed. They say let it sit for about 10 minutes with most mortar mixes, and this stuff isn't any different. What you want to do is let it sit for 10 minutes to kind of put itself together, and then give it another mix. It gets pretty tough for my drill with that big paddle to get through there. Other mortar mixers, you might have a little bit easier time with a smaller head. But I do like the Schluter mix. Stayed very powdery. We had a paper bag mortar that was, I think it got some moisture because it got stored in the house, and it got really lumpy. It did break apart, but it was kind of a mess. And so this is a plastic bag, which keeps your powder nice and dry and fluffy, makes it easier to mix. So anyways, there we are. Give that a little mix in a couple minutes here. Okay, for people still watching, here's the final blend. Just going to kind of drag the mixer through it. Can't even see it moving in the bottom of the bucket. I'm just going to try to relocate any dry particles to juicier areas. Okay, I'm going to rely on Schluter's superior technology and their attention to detail to say that's probably good to go. I'm going to use my chuck, and I'm going to disconnect the paddle here from my trusty old drill. And then if my parting shot of wisdom is take an old kitchen spatula, and it helps to get the frosting off the mixer paddle. And so what you want to do is this mortar mix will set hard as a rock even if it's underwater. It's a chemical reaction, so if you want to keep your paddle clean, you should immediately get this into a bucket of water. We're using an old tub upstairs as a slop sink, but get it scraped off. I don't know why I'm saving every part of it. We probably won't need the whole second bag for our project, but definitely get this cleaned off and get it rinsed off, and it'll come off just as easy as something in the kitchen, like regular baking frosting. So I think that's pretty good. I'll save the rest of that because I think it's kind of dry. So that's the video. Like and subscribe if you want more tips and you're kind of nervous about doing projects like this. I'm assuming pros are watching this thinking this is really dumb, but I'm sure there's people out there that are just like us that are thinking, wow, that's kind of a risk, but I'm willing to take it, but I think I can do it. So believe in yourself. I'll give you a thumbs up right now if you want to try it. And feel free to comment about anything, and maybe you can help somebody out that's trying to get this stuff done.